There's a new ecosystem being built in crypto. It is a self-proclaimed Layer 3 solution which is supposed to reduce gas fees and make everything way more accessible for the average Joe. This could skyrocket play to earn, but it can also potentially be the next 100x coin. So I'm glad this crossed my radar, and in a collaboration with NvirWorld, I'm bringing you this video. So what exactly is Nvir? Why is this potentially the next 100x? How can it reduce gas fees? What is the meaning of life? I can't give you the answer to all of those questions, but I will try to answer a couple. So first of all of this is fairly new, and I would advise you to do your own due diligence and your own research before committing to anything. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm only here to entertain you and show you a little bit of the cool, new and juicy things out on the interwebs. So Nvir was mentioned a couple times with Ethereum in articles, and it also has similar deflationary mechanics like Ethereum. Deflationary mechanics make something more scarce, and thus, normally, the value of an asset which is scarce rises. The thing that I really appreciate about Nvir is their transparency. So when you go to NvirWorld, their website, you can see their Ethereum burn address on Etherscan, where you can check how many coins have been burned and where the burned coins are coming from. Transparency is key, and in the blockchain industry, it's not very hard to be transparent. All you have to do is leave a wallet address, but so many projects just don't do this because they don't want to be transparent. So 500,000 of Nvir has been burned through NWX and over 1 million on NHub. First decentralized exchange, or DEX, on their ecosystem is called the Nvir DEX. But before going on further, what exactly is a Layer 3 solution? Well, in order to explain that, I need to tell you what a Layer 1 and Layer 2 are. In case you already know this, I will just go over this very quickly. A Layer 1 would be Ethereum mainnet, and you guys know as well as I know that transaction fees can be a real burden on the network. Sometimes I had Ethereum ask me for over $400 for a simple swap when the network is overburdened, and that is just not acceptable. This is where Layer 2 solutions come in. Layer 2 solutions like Polygon and like Arbitrum. These are some of the popular Layer 2s, and Arbitrum's daily transactions surpassed Ethereum for the first time on February 21st. However, many blockchain projects aim to define Layer 3, which promises even more benefits. So the benefits don't just include taking the workload off the mainnet in order for the Layer 2 to take the gas fees, thus making the gas fees much cheaper, and since the gas fees are cheaper, obviously the network is more accessible. So Layer 3 aims to take this to the next level, and so Nvir want to be that Layer 3. So first of all, NvirWorld possesses several patented technologies that showcase its strong technical capabilities. One of those is the Stay Pending technology patent, which can reduce the cost of transactions. That's something we definitely need. They also hold a separate patent that enables payments and transactions using crypto without internet. That is next level. I have read somewhere that XRP also want to do this, offline transactions, but that takes crypto to the freaking next level. Offline transactions will be such a game changer. Now, you may live in a country, as well as me, where we have internet wherever we go, but a lot of people don't. And those people don't use crypto because they don't have internet, of course. But would that change if we were to have offline transactions? I definitely think it would. So investors believe that the launch of NvirWorld and its hardware wallet will provide a new level of security for the user's assets. And so the mainnet, as I also mentioned before, uses the exact burning mechanisms used in Ethereum. So the scalability of NvirWorld's mainnet increases, the mechanism is expected to become even more helpful. However, unlike Ethereum, the burning process is carried out with a limited quantity, which can increase the scarcity and value of Nvir. So basically, in conclusion, Layer 2s have really improved scalability and efficiency in the Ethereum network. However, developing Layer 3 solutions like NvirWorld's mainnet can bring even more benefits, including reduced costs, improved accessibility, making the blockchain technology more accessible overall. But looking at the Nvir coin, currently it's sitting at $0.042. So since the inception of Nvir, that's quite an increase in price, but that's still nothing compared to Ethereum and some of the other coins that have been around for longer. So once Nvir gets everything set up, the upside potential could potentially be huge. Looking at Ethereum, since its inception, it increased in price over 15 million%. Obviously, Bitcoin is the king in this, as Bitcoin started at a very low price, obviously the first coin to ever come out. But even the Layer 2 solutions for Ethereum like Polygon which had seen a price increase of 53,000% since its inception, or the very first price, until the all-time high. So we're just wondering and trying to figure out, what is Nvir going to look like? How much is it going to increase in price once everything gets laid out? Currently, as I said, it did increase in price, but the upside potential still is absolutely astronomical, and I for one am super excited to see where it goes from here. Now, I did mention before that they have their own decentralized exchange, their DEX, called 100x DEX, but that's not necessarily the truth. They're not really a decentralized exchange, but they're not a centralized one either. 100x DEX gathers all the good things from both centralized and decentralized exchanges. Their capital is proven once a day, like a centralized exchange would do, and they don't have any complicated self-certification options, like doing the KYC on Binance, for example, or any other centralized exchange that requires you to take a picture of your passport, blood type, and freaking mother's birth certificate in order to make an account. So the gas fees do not occur once per transaction, but rather once per day during the synchronization process. So it is a decentralized exchange and has its own patented technology that can drastically reduce gas costs, which, as I said, is the ultimate goal. So slowly but surely, NvirWorld is going worldwide. Well, they need to. They have world in their name. So you can read articles about it in many different languages, including even Chinese and Korean, if that's a language you know and like, or maybe you're from those parts of the world, but you can also read it in good old English. Also, Consensus is their official partner, the guys behind Metamask, and everybody uses Metamask, so Consensus is one of their official partners. These are some of the things that you really do want to see from any new altcoin. If they don't have big partnerships, then it will be a no from me. Please do your own due diligence before putting your money anywhere, and maybe ask a proper financial advisor, because me, well, I'm just a YouTuber. What do I know? I'm just giving you the newest and hottest that exists. So when it comes to play to earn, I think that the layer 3 solutions could potentially skyrocket the whole play to earn ecosystems into the freaking stratosphere, which is something we really need at this point. Play to earn has been dying. So a project like this has infinite potential, 1000x maybe even. Who the freak knows? They already have quite a big market cap though, compared to some of the other altcoins, but then again, there's a lot of room to grow. There's a lot of freaking room to grow, and they are working, they're building, and as you can see here, they want to address the current P2E model issue by creating a new game called Sugar Flavor, which is also scheduled to be launched this March. On top of that, their wager game will be introduced in Europe, Africa, and East and Southeast Asia. Now, I don't know much about these games. I have asked them about the games, but they said specifically that it's not their main concern as of this point. They want to grow their ecosystem, work on becoming the best layer 3 solution they can be, and from there, the whole play to earn ecosystem will have great benefits just from this working the way it should work, just from NvirWorld working the way it's designed to work. So NvirWorld seems really fun, seems like a really good place to start learning about layer 3s, and hopefully it'll skyrocket the play to earn ecosystem into the stratosphere, because that's what we need right now. Play to earn has been kind of dying, so hopefully NvirWorld can also make an impact on that. So fingers crossed, hopefully all of this will be amazing and good. Once again, NvirWorld, thank you for sponsoring this video. I really like and appreciate your project. Other than that, my name is The Inspector, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.